CapeCast.
Good government takes good people. That's what President-elect Obama is finding out as he tries to fill up his cabinet. We here at CapeCast have nominated several uniquely talented Cape folks to fill those positions. So, Leo, we would like to nominate you for Secretary of Agriculture in an Obama administration. What do you think? What would you do? What would you change?
Well, first of all, I have to say, I think that's an excellent appointment. I think you guys did a wonderful job. I know you had a lot of good people here on the Cape to choose from, and choosing me, you went right to the best. I think that's great.
Let's say you did end up in Washington, Leo. You're looking at the agricultural landscape, which is a difficult one. What do you think this country could use in that department?
We are importing an awful lot right now, and I think that the country has to start looking at going back to growing their own. You know, I hate to say it, but we're not the breadbasket of the world anymore.
What about Mr. and Mrs. Cape Cod sort of getting into a victory garden kind of thing on their own little patches?
Absolutely. If that's been probably the backbone of why we have so much interest right now in agriculture, especially not only on the Cape but across the country, is because there is more interest from the backyard gardener, from the people who are growing their own tomatoes and growing their own winter squash, their vegetables, and when they don't have it because the season is off, they now go to their local stores and they're asking for local grown products and American-grown products. And I think that that was the first baby step that helped preserve us, and has been a huge, huge plus for agriculture.
America's always on the go, and we need people who can do the job on land and sea. That's why we nominate for Secretary of Transportation the gang at Cape Cod Duckmobiles. Quack, quack.
Wow, she floats!
You know, don't act so surprised.
Well, I am!
Yeah, but they don't need to know it's the first time it's worked.
You probably won't be going out much during these tough economic times. That's why we've nominated the Secretary of Interior who can really perk things up in your home, Heather McGrath from Simpler Pleasures in Chatham. Let's get to the real deal, Heather. You've just been appointed Secretary of the Interior, responsible for America's inside spaces. What do we need to look at to make it real, to make it work?
We need to make it comfortable, first off. We need to soften it, make it cozy.
You know, we are in tough times, and as the Secretary of the Interior, maybe your most important decision would be how you make rooms friendlier and warmer. Are there just a couple tips for that?
I think I would start by the colors, just get them in the right mood, and just to take the fear away, give them something calming.
What are colors that work for that?
I think we might work in the blues and greens palette, for starters.
Now, is that lighter colors?
Lighter, calmer. If I gave them some red, they might get crazy.
When the going gets tough, you've got to be able to stop the enemy. That's why we nominate Brett Conrad, goalkeeper for the Nauset Regional High School boys soccer team, for Secretary of Defense. He's leading his team as they cut a swath through the state playoffs. Who better to nominate for Secretary of State than a bar owner with tons of license plates in his bar from many different states? We asked Richard Costello to take on the big job. Let me ask you, I mean, like, when you're running a place like this, a bar, a great restaurant, you get a lot of people coming at you to make decisions. It's the cooks, it's the bartender, it's the people coming in, they want special treatment at the table. That's what it's like in the world of diplomacy. How do you get it all to work, and you've done it for so many years?
Well, you listen, and then listen some more. And then you make the best choice for the restaurant. And in the restaurant, we surround ourselves with stars and all the people that work here. And then we try to teach the customers how to appreciate what's here. Because this has been here for a while, and we're doing a good job at doing what we do, serving the people.
All right, Mr. Costello, you got Vladimir Putin on one side. You got Muammar Gaddafi on the other side. They're yammering at you. They want something from you. They want to push the United States around. What do?
I just think that the United States can stand on its own. It always has, and it's always been the leader. And that's what it's going to have to do. It's going to pull up their socks again and get tough and pull up like Madeline socks, you know. And
you can bring Madeline Albright into this again? I mean, is it true that you guys dated during the 70s?
CapeCast.